So when I started shooting pistols, I was absolutely trash. I just was pulling the trigger, was slapping it. My stance sucked, my grip was awful, so I couldn't shoot fast. I would get malfunctions because I wasn't gripping the pistol right. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into shooting a pistol, which is why it's a lot harder than shooting a rifle. You only have 2 points of contact instead of 3 with that buttstock. But then I got some training and I learned a bunch of stuff that made me way better than I was. The thing that made me better was mastering the basics, the 7 fundamentals, which you can see right here. And mastering them and repeating them, dry firing, trigger manipulation, sight picture, sight alignment, stance, and then eventually getting into drawing from concealment. That's what I wanted to show you guys, is some quick and easy things that will get you jump started into your training if you just got a pistol or you just are new to shooting pistols, or new to concealed carrying, whatever it is. I want a quick and easy video for you guys to get you started instead of getting into all these really advanced trainings and so on. Okay, now let's go over grip. So grip is a very important aspect of shooting handguns or pistols. You want to get as high up on the beaver tail or the pistol grip as you possibly can. So that webbing in my hand, I'm going to really squeeze at the top of this grip. I'm going to take my 2 fingers here and pull that pistol into that webbing, right? So I'm using those 2 fingers as my actual grip to grip the pistol back into my thumb. So now your non-dominant hand is going to go in this space here that is still there. So I want to get as much skin on pistol as possible so it slows down the recoil. So I'm going to take that palm of my hand here and I'm going to fit it perfectly in that space. Thumb is pointing towards the target. That way, when I go to index something, I can just point with my thumb and my sights will align towards wherever I'm pointing. So I'm not squeezing to death with my right hand and then relaxing my left hand, and I'm not squeezing to death with my left hand and relaxing my right hand. I am collapsing both of them down and clamping them like a vice grip. Now, one of the most important aspects of shooting a pistol is trigger manipulation. There is a slack in this trigger, and then there's a wall. Here I'm working with slack, right? I want to get rid of that slack and find the wall. So as I get rid of that slack, I feel pressure, right? And that's called the wall. When you're pressing that gun out, right? I'm driving that gun out, I'm getting rid of the slack at the same time, and I'm riding that wall. So I'm going to get rid of the slack, press through the wall. Get rid of the slack, press through the wall. Now after my first shot breaks off, I'm not going to release the trigger, right? I'm not going to press, the gun recycles, I'm not going to let go of the trigger fully. I'm holding the trigger back against the grip, right? So now I'm going to reset the trigger and press through the wall. Reset the trigger, press through the wall. Reset the trigger, press through the wall. So the next important aspect or fundamental of shooting a pistol is aligning your sights. So as I present that gun, I want my sights to align every single time. Now to do that, you're gonna have to get thousands of reps in dry firing and on the range to have that muscle memory to present that gun and your sights being there every single time. The way I like to think about it is, so my front sight post, I'm going to connect to a line, that imaginary line coming out of my dominant eye. So I imagine there's a line in between my dominant eye and the target or threat. As I pull this gun up into my eye alignment, I'm putting that front sight post on that imaginary line and I'm driving it straight out, and my sights align every single time. Now when you first get into this, obviously it's not going to align every single time. You're going to have to rep it thousands and thousands of times to get it to align. But you got to start somewhere. So now, remembering our trigger manipulation, we're going to add that to our sight alignment. So as I'm pressing that front sight post out on that imaginary line in between my dominant eye and the target, I'm working that trigger and getting rid of the slack. And then as my sights align, I break the shot. I pull through the wall. Now I'll demonstrate that for you live fire. Now we're going to go over everything that I just taught you. I'm going to acquire that grip with both of my hands. I'm going to put that front sight post on the line. I'm going to press out and get rid of the slack at the same exact time, and then I'm going to break my shot.